Okay, this one is called the Pedestal and the Penalty Box. So we'll take this as the contents of a person. Is it true that inside everybody there's both sort of positive and negative things?
Yes.
So put both in the bowl, positive and negative? That's what is part of a person. Mm-hmm. Isn't it also true that depending on how they treat you, you will have good and bad feelings in relation to those situations?
If you take it personally.
Yes, if you take it personally.
Which is common to do.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also a potential in the bowl.
Yes. Yeah.
These then are your reaction to their behavior.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Suppose, take out of the bowl the person that you're having conflict with and put them in front of your character.
Person I'm having conflict with, okay.
One of them that you're having conflict with, real or imagined. Have them face each other.
Head to head.
Head to head. Mm. Is it possible that in relation to this situation, you will want to put them in the penalty box on the basis of their bad behavior? That you'll be mad at them or upset with them, sure, or have some negative reaction to them. I call this the penalty box.
Mm. I guess that's if we're in the ego, right?
I guess it is.
Yeah. But if we're not in the ego...
Well, then you're not looking at it this way at all.
Okay.
Right? You wouldn't have anybody in your penalty box. Isn't it true that, first of all, in real life, because not everybody's a Canadian and not everybody watches hockey, what's a penalty box?
It's where you go when you do something bad.
And how long are you supposed to stay in there?
Till we tell you can come out.
Yeah, but it's not random, right? There's like 2 minutes for tripping, right, and then 5 minutes for high sticking and 10-minute misconduct. And
20 minutes for being mouthy. And
there's rules, right? There's rules ahead of time.
Yeah.
And you will only be expected to stay in the penalty box either until the other team scores or until you've served your time.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't stretch out infinitely.
No.
Right? It's not like you keep them in the penalty box forever.
Right?
Yeah. In real life, does it happen that emotionally and mentally you can put people in your penalty box?
Yeah, you choose not to forgive them.
Yes.
Ever.
And this is the thing. Is there a timeline on that in real life?
Not if we get really stuck on something.
Right. They can. How long can somebody stay in your penalty box?
Forever.
For their whole life.
For their whole life.
You could no longer have a relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does it also happen sometimes that you get the sense that somebody's got you in the penalty box?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it's you think it's not a good reason, but you don't know their background,
well,
and their
sure,
history, and their circumstance, and their personality.
Well, this is the whole thing about those bowls. You really don't know, but you can sure tell if they got you in the penalty box.
Yeah, you're cut off.
So now let's take one as an example. So this person, you have a fight with them, face to face. And now you put them, not only are they in the penalty box, but one of the characteristics is, in your perception, they've been bad. Right? So there they are in the penalty box, and they're a bad person. Now suppose after that interaction, this person goes off to their own little house.
Okay.
When this person goes off to their own little house, does this one go with it, or do you keep this?
You probably keep the feelings.
Yeah, that's yours.
If you're playing it still, if you're carrying it.
But
You
it's
don't
safe
meditate
if you don't
to
meditate.
release it.
Well, because it's a holding, right? And,
Yes.
and the thing that you're holding now can't be this person because
No.
they've gone off to their own little
Yeah,
home.
exactly.
It's your own bad
It's
feeling.
your
But
own
now if you
imagination.
tell the story, will this person be in it?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they actually there?
No.
No.
So then what kind of story is that?
Imagine.
Imagine it's an imaginary story,
You're
right?
You're bad mouthing them their character.
Sure.
Yeah.
And now, so then on the basis of their bad behavior, there's the bad person and their bad behavior. Bad person, bad behavior. So it kind of weighs down this side. Now, we agreed at the start that people have a good side and a bad side.
Yeah.
When you've got them in the penalty box, where does this one go? Your knowledge of their good side.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah. Out the window.
You don't want to hear about it,
Not
No.
really.
right? You don't want anybody going, no, really, they're kind of nice and really you should, they
Forgive
never
them.
treat me like that and maybe you just misunderstood them, or,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
right? Because they
Yeah.
never do that to me. And
Right.
are you sure? Is it?
Are you sure you didn't make a mistake?
Or do you edge them on? Maybe you edge them on.
Yeah.
So the main point
You
here
asked
is
for
that
Yeah.
when this is going on, you've got no place for this,
No.
right? And you don't want to hear anybody else
Saying good things.
saying good things about them.
No.
So what you end up with is a very one-sided view of them.
Distorted.
Because they can't be just their bad thing side. You've admitted that every person, this one included, has their good and bad side.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is a skewed model.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's no room for balance in this because you don't want to put anything on the other
No.
side.
Well, you want to be right in the way you feel.
And you want
justify
to
your
hold
feelings.
on to it.
Yeah.
Yes. You
So-
want to hold on. So it's actually doing more harm to you than to
Well,
the other
because you're the one
individual.
holding, you don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
So what about if you have somebody, where's the positive one? Okay, your positive character. So what if she's your best girlfriend and you just think she's wonderful? And you just, time after time, you see her good side. And this also carries a certain weight. So there she is with her good side. Do you want to hear anything bad about her?
No.
Do you want somebody to come by and say, her? You're friends with her? Don't you know how she is and what she's like? And is there room for this?
No.
Hey, you don't want to hear
We
it.
want to
So,
keep our storyline.
so the pedestal is as one-sided as the penalty box.
Yes.
True.
They're
Yes.
both one-sided.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the
Very
hope,
skewed.
skewed. The hope is that your clear side, what your clear side brings to us, wherever that little Yoda character is.
There he is.
There he is.
He's hiding.
But in a balance scale, there's this little piece.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how well you can see that. This is your equanimity.
Yes.
If this is in place with this character, then,
We all have good and bad sides.
well, then there's the knowledge that, yeah, this time she behaved badly, but she's also got a good side.
Yes.
This time she behaved well, but I've seen her other side. With a balanced model, you can hold both of these,
Yes.
and they don't conflict. Rather, you're seeing the total person and understanding that you yourself must also be
And
like this.
Accepting also the...
accepting that this is human nature.
Embracing
Sometimes
it.
you'll see their good side, sometimes you'll see your bad side, but hopefully we're all cultivating this part of it, that allows a balanced picture even while going through good and bad circumstances, because that's not really going to stop.
Right.
But this is a saner and more accurate view of human nature. So this is what we're hoping, is to cultivate a kind of stability of outlook, not just towards others, but also towards ourselves.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. We'd be kinder to ourselves then.
Well, that would be the hope of all of this stuff, is that more kindness can come
To ourselves and others.
to ourselves and others.
Yeah, because we're hard on ourselves too.
So in relation to this, then, suppose something weird happens and you start off with them in your penalty box, but over time you cultivate a sense of healthy boundary.
Yes. That's very positive.
If you have then put a healthy boundary in place, is it also necessary to maintain this?
No. No, because you have boundaries.
Yeah.
This is the hope, is that once you've got the boundaries in place and they actually work, which
Yes.
may take some work to get them in place
Yes.
and to take your theory into practice,
And to discipline, to be consistent in the boundary.
all of this,
Yes.
then this becomes a burden on you, right? If you're still holding this, that's you.
Yes.
And so that's my thought, is that a healthy boundary, once it's in place and once it's working, or even you're working on making it work, then this is, you don't need to hold the both of them.
Yeah.
The idea is, like, they're in the penalty box long enough for you to calm down and figure out what might work as a boundary.
Yeah.
But that won't happen so much or at all if you have the boundary in place. Because whatever
Sure.
is triggering this,
Yeah.
if the boundary's in place, it might not get there.
Well, and this is the idea, is that, you've set up a healthy boundary to have it work better for you.
It's for you that it's working better.
It's for you that it's working better, and working better
And
for
can still
you.
be doing their sideshow,
Yes.
but you're not affected.
Well, and this is the hope, and then this no longer becomes something you need to hold on to,
No, because you see what's going on too.
because holding this is poisoning you.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
toxic.
Yeah, you don't need
Yeah.
that. Good. Well, that was very interesting. Thank you for that chapter.
Mm-hmm.